I get to better.
No way.
No.
No way.
No.
No way. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, my name's Veronica. Please make sure you click up here to subscribe to my channel. Today's video is a Valentine's Day makeup look. This is a very easy makeup look for the everyday person. I'm not a beauty guru whatsoever. I honestly don't really even know what I'm doing with makeup. I just thought I'd show you guys what I like to do when I want to look pretty, and I think this was really nice. It's kind of like a pinky purpley look, but it's not too over the top. So let's go ahead and get into the makeup portion of the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the makeup. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyes. I'm just using this Milani eyeshadow primer. Looks like that. You can get it at the drugstore. It's really good. It's very similar to the Urban Decay one, the, what's it called, Primer Potion. It's very similar to that, but obviously it's like a lot cheaper, and it's really good, and it keeps your shadows on all day, which I don't usually wear shadow, but for Valentine's Day I will. Okay, so next I'm just going to use some lip balm. I'm just using my Burt's Bees one. I love this stuff. You can get it at the drugstore. It's like minty and fresh, and it feels really nice on your lips. I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. I don't have a primer, like a face primer that I like right now, but I think I'm going to get the Milani one. They came out with a new one that's supposed to be like dewy for your skin, and I don't usually like dewy, but apparently it's good for like minimizing your pores and it doesn't make you oily. So I'm going to try that one out, I think. But the foundation I'm using today is the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint. This is a more expensive product, but I really love it. It's the only foundation that I like really truly like on my face. I'm really picky with foundation. I don't like things to be really heavy, and I don't use this on an everyday basis. Usually what I'll do is I'll just use some concealer and like a powder foundation, but because it's supposed to be like a nice makeup look to like go out, I'm going to use this. So as you can see, that foundation covers, but it doesn't cover all of your imperfections, which I actually really like. I don't like a full face, like a full coverage foundation. I just think it looks too heavy, and I don't think it looks very good on me. So anyways, I like this one a lot because you can build it up and you can get that kind of coverage, but I just prefer not to. I like to look a little more natural. So that's what I'm doing for my foundation. Next, I'm going to set my face and contour. I'm just using this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. It looks like this, and I have it in the shade Caramel Toffee. So I'm just getting some of this powder here, like the banana looking powder, and I'm just going to put that under my eyes and anywhere where I might get oily. So I am going to put it like on my cheeks a little, and a little bit on my forehead, down my nose, and on my chin. And then for bronzer, I'm just going to use this one in here as well. Tap it off. This stuff is like super pigmented, so I try not to put too much on. You can see like how pigmented it is, and I'm just like barely tapping my brush into it. And then I also like to use it to contour my nose. I don't like really contour my nose. I just kind of like to bronze up the side so it looks a little smaller because I have kind of a bigger nose. There you go. Alright, and then I'm going to move on to blush. I'm using the Becca Blush with Light palette. It just looks like this. And these are the colors. They're all super pretty. I'm actually going to use this color right over here, and this one is called Wisteria. I love this color, and I wish that they would come out with it in like a single form, but you can only buy it in this palette, which kind of stinks, but it is just so nice. And I find it like really flattering on my skin, which I'm like really picky with blush too. I don't really think that a lot of them look good on me, so the fact that I think this one looks good on me is saying a lot. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose too. And if you guys are wondering what brush I'm using, I'm just using the Bobbi Brown Sheer Powder Brush. Honestly, I think it's really overpriced. I would not repurchase it whatsoever. I wish I would have returned it, but I didn't, and I kept it, and now I have to deal with it. It just sheds a lot, and it's really soft, and it like works. I mean, it works, but I just don't think that it applies as nicely as it could. And I hate the fact that it sheds, and I just really don't think it's worth the money. Then before I start my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm just using this NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is a much more affordable option than the Anastasia one. Apparently that one's really good, but I just haven't tried it. I bought this one. I really like it so far, so. I just go ahead and fill them in like that, and then I take the spoolie on the other side and I just kind of brush through so that they look a little more natural and not so like drawn in. It just softens up all the lines. And honestly, I don't go crazy with my eyebrows trying to make them look perfect because they're never going to be perfect. They're going to be cousins forever. They're not going to be twins. And if you guys are wondering what color I use the color black. So that's the one I use. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked palette. I love this palette. It is just so pretty. And the first color I'm going to be using is this color right here, which is Naked. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this in my crease. And this is just going to be a transition color, so I'm not going to try to be like too precise with it. Honestly, I'm never precise with my makeup. If you see me looking down, I'm using the mirror and the palette because I don't have one with me. Okay. So just use that for my transition color. Then I'm going to go and take the color Hustle, which is this one right here. It's like a purpley brown color and it's very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that and I'm just going to put that right in like the outer corner, just like that. I'm not going to do a lot because I don't want it to be like super smoky. Take a little bit more and do the other eye. I'm then going to take this brush right here and just blend the edges of it. And then I'm going to take the color Toasted and I'm just going to use my finger for this just because I feel like it packs on color a little bit nicer. And I'm going to put that all over my lid. Just doing like a really light wash. I don't like a super shimmery eye, just like a little bit. And then with a little angle brush, this one's from e.l.f., I'm going to take the color Hustle again and I'm going to use it as like a liner up at the top, just on the outer corners, just so it makes your lashes look thicker. And then I'm going to do some on the bottom as well. Okay, so I'm done with my eyeshadow. I'm going to put a little bit more of that Toasted color just like in the middle right here, just so it kind of pops a little bit more. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. It just looks like this. And I like to spray my face before I do my mascara just because I don't want my mascara to run. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this all over my face. And that makes you look kind of like dewier and fresher and nicer. And this is actually really affordable. I think it's only like $3 or $4. And now I'm just going to go ahead and do my mascara. I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I just have a little sample of this. Usually I just use drugstore mascaras though. I don't really buy any high-end one. The only one that I do buy, and it's because I really love it and I think it works really great, is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. That's one of my favorites, but I don't always buy it because it's pretty expensive. So I like to stick with the drugstore prices. So I'm just applying that to my top lashes, and I'm not going to do mascara on my bottom lashes. I just don't like the way that looks on me. I think it looks really good on other people, but I just don't like the way it looks on me. So I'm going to do the other eye now. And I just used one coat of that. I'm not going to use more. And now for the last part is the lips. And because it's kind of like a pinky, purpley eye, I decided to go with a kind of pinky lip that's more on the nude side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my NYX lip liner in the color Natural. And this is just a very nude, kind of like a brownie nude, but still with a little bit of pink. It's actually really pretty. And I wish they had this in a lipstick because I'd totally buy it. This is like my go-to color. And I'm going to fill in my lips with this as well. I'm not precise with my lip liner, as you can tell. I just can't be bothered to spend 20 minutes doing my lips. So use that, and now I'm just going to dab a little bit of this on top. It's a lipstick, and this is by the brand Essence, and this is in the color 07 Natural Beauty. And it's just it's a very pinky color. That's why I'm not going to put a lot on, because I don't really like pinky colors on me. But I'm just gonna dab some and then just rub it on. And that just makes it look a little bit more pink. But anyway, guys, this is my more natural take on a Valentine's Day makeup. It's still like a little more done up than what I would usually do, but it's not like super over the top. Doesn't take a super long time, and I think it's really pretty and it looks really nice and it's very easy, so anybody can do it. The everyday person can do it. So thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.